Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, well, we've got a bunch of news stories we need to clear up. Some news stories that came out over the weekend while I was at the European International Championships doing some commentary. And do remember, you can catch up with that over on twitch.tv/Pokémon TCG. And I heartily recommend you do so. Although the finals day is just twitch.tv/Pokémon. And these are weirder news stories again. These are news stories I was not expecting. So let's start off with a frankly unexpected restock that I'm willing to bet like nobody saw coming. So this was shared by PokePokeCat_info over on Twitter. It was brought to my attention by the lovely Primal Lugia. And if you have a little bit of a look, something that might be kind of jumping out to you there is an actual restock of the Marnie autograph box. That is really not something we were expecting to be coming back, like, honestly, ever? That was a product which came and went a while ago, and we were just not expecting that to come back. Now, I was very lucky. I actually managed to pick up this product when it came out. Some very lovely person did hook me up with one of these, and that is very lovely. But honestly, this seemed to be done. Now, for context, this released in November 2020, which means at this stage we're basically 18 months away from the release of this product. And that is not the kind of thing we would expect to see come back. Like, after 18 months, you've got to basically assume that it's done, that it's not coming back. And we've even basically had this. Of course, this did bring us the Marnie autograph promo, and along with the full art Marnie promo, this was in the Marnie Premium Tournament Collection. We've had this for a little bit of a while now. But, as it turns out, and this was very hard to get, incidentally, it was hard to find in Japan, it sold out very quickly in Japan, and it's basically not come back since. And then the price has been quite high for this product. It's not been one that's been easy to get hold of. It's not been one that's been particularly cheap to get hold of. But now it seems to be back. And one of the interesting things, of course, is that this was not just a Marnie thing. We also had the autograph collections featuring Hop and Beanie. Although I didn't get either of those. And now in hindsight, I'm thinking maybe I should have. Because as it stands, they've not had an English release. There's, at this stage, a pretty good chance they never will. And also, as much as we're seeing the Marnie box being reprinted, it doesn't really seem like the others are being reprinted. Now, there could be a perfectly normal explanation for this. This could be some old stock that's been brought out. There could be a million different things going on here. But it certainly looks like there's been an actual restock. And this is extremely confusing because, like I say, this is a product that came out 18 months ago, sold out extremely quickly. It was lottery only in Japan, and, even after that, it basically just didn't come back. And then for some reason, I don't really understand, it's just back. And then obviously when you see this, you start getting a little bit of hope. You start thinking, well, hang on a second. Maybe this could lead to other things coming back. Maybe this could lead to other products. Maybe the Hop and the Beanie. Maybe the second run of autograph collections. The ones that had Nessa and Raihan and Bee in them. Oh, and Leon, I suppose, as well. Maybe they could end up coming back. And the answer is, maybe. I want the Bee to come back. I never got the Bee one. I tried. I failed. I really want to pick that up at some point. Point is, this is very unusual and really not something I was expecting. Now, something I did actually predict, although I can't prove that I predicted it, so if you want to call me a liar, go ahead, but preferably to your friends, not in the comment section, because I'd just be sad about that. The promo from the European International Championships was obviously revealed at the European International Championships, and it's Quick Ball. Although I suppose it's not really Quick Ball, it's Flot Ball. Because of course the tournament happened in Germany, so why would they give us an English language promo at a German tournament? And they wouldn't, they'd give us a German language promo. And that is exactly what they did. And being a staff member at the tournament, as I was very, very lucky that I actually got a regular and a staff version of this card. So if anybody's wondering, where the image on screen came from, me. I just photographed my own cards because I could. Now, on the one hand, this is awesome. Do note that is the Fusion Strike alternate art version. And this is awesome because Quick Ball is a card which is great. Discard a card from your hand, search for a basic Pokemon. Put it in your hand. It's phenomenal, obviously. But on the other hand, it is rotating quite soon. Now, because the card's out, it's legal for tournament play right now. But one issue we do have here, and it is a little bit of an issue, it's going to rotate out. Remember, even though we did have an alternate art print in Fusion Strike, it was an alternate art print with regulation mark of D. That means that you're not going to be able to use it beyond August, September time when the rotation hits. We don't know when that will be. It could be before Worlds. It could be just after. Nobody knows. And anyone who says they do know is just very confidently making a prediction. But we don't really have any information to point us one way or the other as it stands. But this is still a very, very cool promo. We've got the lovely Mirror Hollow going on there. We've got the Play Pokemon logo in that Mirror Hollow. You've got the, the stamp of the event on there. And then obviously the staff one has got the staff stamp going on as well. These are extremely cool cards. And when I got there, I was having a think around and I was like, right, even though it's rotating out, we've had Ultra Ball recently. I think it's going to be Quick Ball. That's my prediction. And it was. And that's lovely. If anybody's wondering about the other TCG related swag, there was also a deck box and sleeve. No staff versions like there are for the mat and for the promo, but there were a deck box and sleeves as well. And then there was like a hat and a pin badge and a lanyard. It was rather nice, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen. It was rather nice. Speaking of rather nice, it's time to go to Korea and buy some cereal. And the reason that I know that's a weird phrase, but the reason why it is time to go to Korea and buy some cereal is because that's how you can get Pikachu VMAX. Now, for those of you that may have forgotten, a little while ago, CoroCoro Comic over in Japan went and released Pikachu VMAX. And essentially, if you wanted Pikachu VMAX, you had to go and get this CoroCoro comic. Although there was this weird thing that you could actually buy a version of it, which was basically just the extra stuff. So you didn't get the comic, you got a digital version of the comic, but then you also got all the appendices, including, obviously, your Pikachu VMAX, which was rather important. And that was honestly awesome. And I was able to pick up a playset of this quite casually, which was rather lovely. We were all worried that these would end up being hyper rare and we'd never see them again, but no. These were not that hyper rare, they were fine. So, it's a beautiful card, and it is a mechanically unique card. Now, I'm not saying it's a particularly good card. Not at all. But what I am saying is that it's not the same as the Pikachu VMAX that came around in Vivid Voltage. These are different cards. So if you want this Pikachu, play with whatever, you have to get it. Well, in Japan, you had to get it from CoroCoro magazine. Or comic. Over in Korea, breakfast cereal. I'm not kidding. So what you have to do is buy Kellogg's Chex Choco cereal, and they will include this Pikachu VMAX promo, and it very much looks like every box gets you a Pikachu VMAX. It doesn't look like there is a pack and you get, one of a bunch of cards, one of which could be Pikachu VMAX. No, it looks very much like all you need to do is actually just buy this and you get the Pikachu VMAX. Shout out to Promo Luga for helping out with this one as well. And it's exactly the same card, almost, as the Japanese version. Of course, there is one rather big difference, which you could either guess it from context or just look at the cards. The answer is that there's no CoroCoro Comic logo on there. And why would there be a CoroCoro Comic logo? That wouldn't make any sense, because of course it's not being given in CoroCoro Comic, it's being given in cereal. Now, if you ask me to get my full nerd hat on, I'm genuinely a little bit upset that this doesn't have a Kellogg stamp on. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you will know I am a sucker for a stamp. I like stamped cards. Stamped cards make me happy. I would be very happy indeed if this had a Kellogg stamp on. It would make me very much want to go and find the Korean version of it. As it stands, that's not the case. It's got no stamp at all. It's just there. Now, this does raise a very interesting question, and one to which I'm afraid I don't have the answer at the moment. How are we getting this card? Because the thing is, this isn't some random alternate art promo. This is an exclusive card, a brand new, mechanically unique card, as I like to phrase it, that, as it stands at the moment, has no English release. By English, I mean English language, so, you know, we're talking North America, etc., Europe, although I know not all of Europe speaks English. The point is, as it stands at the moment, this card is missing. Presumably, at some point, we'll get it. One would hope. But as it stands at the moment, this is a card which is just missing. Now, I would imagine it would probably be in a future set for us, but certainly leaving it as a box in a promo would make sense. You know, we see Pikachu promo boxes all the time. We've literally just had that Pikachu V box released. So maybe. I don't really have a good answer for you, but I hope that at some point in the not too distant future, we will get access to this. It's now been released in Japan on a comic and in Korea in breakfast cereal. So honestly here, it's kind of awkward to try and predict where it's coming because it's so weird. But hey ho, there we go. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this, about the promo card over at EUIC, about the fact that Marnie box has gone in a reprint, and about the fact that this Pikachu has turned up in breakfast cereal. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.